ages upon ages we were separated from God. And everyone in the world is living deplorable life. Master, do not take the outer life but the inner life. So far the outer man is not perfect in deed, action and thoughts. He can never be good from within. Because the purpose of human life is to meet good end. So for that purpose, we must live with the higher values of life. It is a must. Otherwise, the problems increases more and more. Rather, those problems multiplies. This man body is composed of intellect, mind and the soul. We are not even the physical body, nor the intellect, nor the mind, but we are the spirit in this house, in this body. And the health of mind and body depend upon the health of the soul. Intellectually, physically, we have developed a lot. You see it. There is no need to explain it. Everybody knows that the world is experimenting new and new things every day. But the inner man, that is led astray. So the condition of the man, inner man, is getting deplorable every moment. Whenever Master come in the world, they see the inner condition of the man, not outer condition. From inner condition, they know about the outer condition. They know for how much it is developed, or how much it has gone down, how much it is identified into the world. This is what all Master did. Christ did it. All other competent Master of the world did it. Because we are not the body, we are the indweller of the body. We are embodied soul. Our purpose was to develop our soul, because we are the same essence as that of God. And with mind and matter, we are bound in this man body and in this world. And we lose the golden opportunity of having this man body. This much we know at the time of physical departure. It is said, it is easy to live in the world, but it is very difficult to leave the world, because we have not learnt the very important factor of human life, that is to leave it for all the times. Because you can live in this body for a certain time, for a certain period, which you do not know. There is no affidavit written in your hand when you have to leave it. If you have to leave it tomorrow, you do not know how to live and where to go. That is a very big problem. Because we are not the body. Some power is working in the body, that is what we are. We are the spirit. And the contact of the soul or the spirit is everlasting. It doesn't die. It assumes into other forms, into the astral body, and then into the causal body. And because we have not learned how to leave the body, and that becomes a difficult task for the man to overcome at the time of death. Because once the chance is lost, one cannot even demand for one breath of life. He even cannot turn back to his physical body because time is finished. You cannot even think what to do, and even you cannot be obliged by any force because you are bound to go, and there is no way because it is inevitable, and everyone has to go this way. Whereas we are having the wonderful house we live in. It is gifted from the God. It is a true church. It is the true Bible. Everything is within, and there is nothing that is without it. So body is a prototype of the whole creation. Whatever exists outside or whatever exists in the whole creation, that exists in the man body. But for simple reason, we are identified outside for little reasons, little things. But we do not look back to the beauty of this holy body. In this body, our Father, our life, the life of our life, which resides in us, and without which we cannot live, and without which we lose the golden opportunity, and we weep on what we did in our life. If you understand and if you live up to that, you will certainly get a gift of life. Because I am not telling you something about any sect or about any religion, but I tell you the essence of the religion. Not about any ritual and rites, but I tell you the very right subject which was taught by the Christ and all other competent masters of the world. You see that there are a lot of people, lot of masters. I don't mean whether they are competent or so-called. They preach certain isms, but when competent masters come in the world, they only work for God. They respect every religion, but their purpose is to let you know the very secret of your life. They say, go back to your Holy Scripture. What is in the Holy Scripture? That are the experience of those competent masters who already solved the riddle of life, and they could help a lot of people to solve their purpose as well. Their teaching is with us. Their experience must become our experience. In reality, teaching never changed. This is we people who change the teaching according to our wishes, according to our label, according to our outer mode of life. But teaching never differed. It remained as it was in the beginning. So all the competent masters, whether they came in the east or west, came at different places, different time, they taught the same very truth with one opinion, and this one opinion exists in the Holy Scripture, and this exists in this holy body as well. Because there is a provision that existed in the beginning and till now, and it will go on in the world forever. It will never change. So our purpose to come in contact with that very teaching which all other competent masters of the world preached. They lived with one opinion. There was no second opinion. Whereas there are 1,000 masters so far came in the world, and still they are preaching in the world. They are living with different opinions. Their opinions never tally each other because they didn't go to that very status. They didn't come in contact with this real truth or the teaching which was the purpose of our human life. What they did, they only preached where they could go. It is very easy to make friendship with the mind. Everyone is making. But if you want to know a little bit more, this mind will accompany you in the astral and the causal region also. Physical, astral and causal regions all belong to the negative power, and there is no life. We certainly have to come back into the world, either earlier or at a later stage. We are bound to meet the birth and death again and again, because whatever is going in the world at present, it is very alarming, because the teaching which is taught by most of these people, it is all negative. Competent master tell them evildoer. They are called evildoer by the competent master. Kabir said that such master who only tell you this meditation which concern only your mind and which fulfill your worldly wishes, and it makes you more emotional and egoist, it is only the mind. It is the mind play. Because when you want some wishes, you have to dependent. And this mind, this fulfill your wishes. Mind, matter, negative power, maya, this is one and the same. Its play extends up to the causal regions. There is no reality up to the causal regions. You have to transcend above, because so far you do not transcend above, you cannot follow the teaching of the Christ. As Christ told, where the world philosophy ends, there the religion starts. So world philosophy ends where the astral and causal regions finishes. Above, you must go there, and then you can only see the truth by your third eye, through your third eye, not with these physical organs. You have to shed off this physical body, astral body, and causal bodies. People everywhere in the world meditate, and for what purpose they meditate, it is very dreadful. They put themselves into the into destruction. The end of such meditation is destruction, misbelief, hatred, and attachment again into the world. You cannot get rid of it. What is there in the world? When you meditate, some miracle appears to you. You stress upon, you transcend the chakras, you are able to enter into the astral plane. There you can see much beauty, there you can see much light, but there you are affected with the negativity. There are the miracles which are called riddhis and siddhis, means you can become a very big showmaker in the world, but you will lose your life, and you will help all others to lose their life as well, because you are playing with the negativity, with the negative, and help others also to go back to the hell. This is the teaching of Kabir. This is the teaching of Guru Nanak. This is the teaching of the Christ. The heaven that exists in the astral plane, that was created by the negative power. There is the hell, there is the heaven. When we created wishes, these were fulfilled either from the astral power or from the causal power. But in lieu of that, we strengthened the hand of negative power, and he created hell for us. He created heaven for us. In the beginning there was no hell, no heaven, as when there was no sin, there was no prison. So this is what we created for ourselves. If even today, right now, we understand the purpose of human life, we must follow the path which was taught by the Christ, which was taught by other competent master of the world, and Sant Harbhajan Singh. He gave that very experience to transcend you above the body consciousness. As Christ said, where the world philosophy ends, there the religion starts. You have to get that very experience which happens at the time of death. Otherwise, you cannot live with the life. You simply spoil the show that is going on beautifully within, because there you can see the beautiful vision of your inner beloved, and for which you are miserably devoid of it, and you cannot look back to yourself. It is a wonderful house we live in, and definitely we have to go within. Outside it is all attachment. There is no beauty as compared the beauty of your own inner beloved that is within you. If you really come in contact with that power, you can see your own beauty with your beloved, the Christ power within. This is very important subject. I am not telling you about any new philosophy, as man is older than all the philosophies of the world. Simply we have to go back in the body, or you may say before going into the body, we can go back to our holy scripture and get our answer from there, what they tell and what we must do for it. So this is very important subject. I am telling you because today's subject is the competency of the Almighty Power. This very important subject If really we know the competency of our Father, then we are saved. Then nobody in the world can delude you. Nobody in the world can adulterate you, because you are the Son of the living God on earth. You are a conscious entity. You are not the body. You are the indweller of the body. And who is the indweller? The life of our life. He is supreme in the world. And our soul that is in the man body, that is the indweller of the heaven, not of this earth. So man is considered to be the highest rung in the whole creation. But we have become the slave of our senses and the outgoing faculty of the mind. Our soul at present is mind-ridden. Mind is controlling the soul. It is riding over the soul. And whatever it likes, we do it happily. But alas, we do not know the consequences which we have to bear in the end. So time comes when this mind only dances and we look back to him and he doesn't care for us. What is his purpose? His purpose is to bring us back to the same way from where it descended. He will not allow you to go the very right way which Christ told or other competent master told. So either he will take you to the hell or to the heaven, duly governed by the negative power. In the hell, sinner lives there. It is a place for the sinner. And in the heaven, that is in the astral plane, there are the pious egoists living there. Both are equal. Both have to come back into this man body and they have to suffer again and again. This is the condition of the modern man. You may say the man who is not known about the real self, who does not know what he is. If really you know what is what, you can also know about the competency of your master. Because your master is not without you. He is living in you. First thing arises, who is the master? That is a must. If you understand who is your master, then you definitely will approach to him, because your soul, your inner self knows it from heart. From within it knows. When so far your mind is under the tentacles, your soul is under the tentacles of mind, it is spreading everywhere. So soul gets no time to think over, because all the moment we are identified with the mind and we do not attend to our soul. That is one problem. Even when you are sleeping, your mind is moving. It does not sleep. It remains active all the time, because it will never allow you to think about your right subject. So this is the purpose of the mind, which drains you back into the hell. And it is awful, a reputable condition the man has to bear in his life. You know, who is the master? Master tells us it is no mesmerism, it is no hypnotism, it is no black magic, no spiritual healing. It is not spiritism, it is pure spirituality. So, Master tells us who does it. Everyone can do it. It is our turn to meet God. Whereas there are 100,000 such masters who are doing black magic, spiritual healing, miracles. I tell you, this is from the astral plane. There is hardly any difference between the physical and the astral plane. There is only simply much more beauty than this. There is much light than the physical. Otherwise, it is also a matter. When something, some wishes, some miracles happen in this physical world, it is just like a firework. It looks very good, but in a moment it is only a dust. So only the astral appearance that mixes on the physical earth, and we say it is a miracle. And we fulfill our wishes, because it is all the trick of the mind. Mind is very active. It remains in the astral body, astral form, who is much more identified into the world. More one is identified into the world, more one has wishes. His mind always remains active, and so it remains all the moment astral mind. So a common man who has wishes, he has the astral mind and the physical body. When you create a wish, mind at once identifies and will show you the light, because it has access in the three world. To show you something, it is no problem for the mind. Mind and negative power is one and the same. So one gets more emotional. So all these things are possible, but these take us to the death trap. There is no safety. But all themselves they claim as a master. If you ask, are you a master? Yes, by the grace of the God, we are the master. I am the master. All will claim like this. If you go back to your holy scripture, what is written there? It is said, no son of man can become a master. No son of man can be a master. If Christ said, I shall never leave thee nor forsake thee till the end of the world. This world, Jesus never told it. These are not the world of the Jesus. This was the world of the Christ power which worked in the Jesus. This Christ power told that I shall never leave thee, nor forsake thee till the end of the world. So who is the Christ power? Who has created the whole creation, and that sustained the holy body as well. We have direct and independent contact with that power. That is the Christ power. And this Christ power lived before Jesus. And moreover, this Christ power worked on different power, on all the competent master of the world. So those in whose this Christ power worked, they would never claim themselves as master, I tell you. Because they would always tell that he is the doer. Only God is the doer, nobody can be doer in the world. So take it for granted that your master is within you and not outside. He is the master for the whole creation. He is my master, your master, and the master of all human beings. There is no second master in the world. You go back to your holy scripture, it is said, the radiant form of the master that is in the body, that is our master. He is the Christ power. He is the master power. He is the God power. Do not believe anybody. Believe only in him. That is in your body. So, how to meditate, where to meditate, and who can guide us to meditate. This is a very big problem. That has baffled the whole humanity. Nobody knows where is the truth. The one who comes, he says, I am a borrowed servant of the Master. He is sent in the world only to work as a borrowed servant of Master. He is a borrowed servant, Master, but he does not have the borrowed world. He gets the world direct from him. This power sits in and takes the work from him. So I tell you, today I am telling you the very right teaching which Christ told, which Guru Nanak told, which all other competent master of the world told, which is your essence of life, without which you are only living in the wrangling of the world. You are busy in the affair of your mind. You have nothing to do with the reality that is within you. So far, you are playing in the hand of pretty things. You are not awakened one, I tell you. You have to be awakened. And there is no way than to have it. And today if you understand something, it will be a turning point in your life, I tell you. It will help you. You may try to forget, but you will not forget those words, because these are given direct to your soul. It is the death of the mind, I tell you. The word of a awakened person, I tell you, these words I do not utter, these come from him. I do not tell these words. This is from that power. You must remember. Because the purpose of such person is not to create any show in the world. They come on the world just to let you free from the tentacles of the mind and matter. That is their purpose. They are not bound. They are not chained in the world. They are not affected by the by the shackles of the world. And they also tell you how to get rid of the shackles of the mind and of the world. He wants to let you free. He said, go free. Because the purpose of human life is only to meet God. And everything in the world is a side issue. What do you have to do with the side issue? God bless you. You may live in this world more than 100 years. But at the end you have to leave this body. How you can say that you are the body? You can never be the body. You cannot be the attachment. Because you created attachment for yourself. God has not created. God only sent you to solve the mystery of death, to solve the riddle of life. Because without which you cannot live with your master inside. You have to live with your master. You have to live with it and you have to do with it. To live and do according to his wish, that is the purpose of human life, and that is the wish of the competent master, the almighty power. He only sent you to do these two things, to live for him and to do for him. There is no second work. Everything else in the world is side issue. If you do not go beyond necessity, you would never create any reaction in the body. You will never meet any reaction. So Master tells us how to remain unattached in the world of attachment. If you know how to remain unattached in the world of attachment, your boat may remain in the water, but water will not enter into the boat since you have learnt it.